Thank you very much, Dr. Ben. And I was waiting to hear the version for Ghana. You did? Good. And just for us to know the context of this celebration, UHAS, even though... Thank you very much, Dr. Ben. And I was... Sorry. Okay. Just for us to know the context, UHAS, even though relatively young, we are 10 years now, we are celebrating our 10th anniversary. We are highly diverse in terms of our inclusivity. As we speak, we have about almost 8% of the UHAS staff being international staff. So that tells us a lot in terms of the variety of faculty and even with students as well. The next item on the agenda is the Vice Chancellor's welcome address. And as he comes up to give that welcome remark, I would entreat the cultural troupe to be getting ready to give us a performance after that welcome remarks. All right, so since they are already geared up, let's allow them to create the environment and put us in the mood. So please give us some interlude, and then afterwards the Vice Chancellor comes in. Thank you.
I should bring it here. I'll let you stand. No, but you need to be sitting down.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. And that is the Kekeli. A lot of energy. As you can see, a lot of energy. So we continue. Before we call on the Vice Chancellor to give us the opening remarks, I want to recognize the presence of very important dignitaries who are here. Let us first applaud the presence of our Vice Chancellor, Professor John Japo. We also have here the Registrar, Dr. Cynthia Peglo, is here with us. Our Regional Minister is here, Dr. Yao Archibald Lecha, a good friend of the university, of course. We Gambo Yusuf Hamza. Then, of course, we want to thank and recognize the presence of our deans, directors, HODs, and faculty members here. And I've also spotted the incoming registrar. Can you give us a wave? Okay. All right. So shall we now call on the Vice Chancellor to give us the opening remarks? And as he does that, I would later on take a message also from the regional minister. Thank you.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome to UHAS. I want to stand on existing protocols to recognize all of you important people who have come here today to come and celebrate our International Day with us. This is very part of our core strategy. And indeed, if you look at the fifth strategic objective of the university, one of the key things that we try to do is to have diversity, a cultural brand, and an identity. And here we believe that diversity and inclusivity make institutions and teams work better. And therefore, we strive to live by those tenets. Today, as a university, we've gone beyond to develop our policies on diversity and inclusion. And it is for very good reasons. We are very convinced that when you have different peoples of different persuasions working together, it enables us to live together as a people, to become more tolerant of one another, and learn of what other people also do. So here we are looking at the way we think. We have different ways of thinking. Language can be a barrier, but when you have different people, you learn one another's language and you get to know one another better. Issues about ethnicity, tolerance for different religions, different perspectives that people may have. And we all have different experiences that we bring on board to make the university a special place. And of course, the different nationalities. That is what we are recognizing today. So even as we get together to recognize our international partners on this specific day, we also, as a university, want to emphasize the fact that we encourage gender equality. It is all part of our fifth strategic objective of diversity. And indeed, in all our adverts that we put out to recruit people, we always emphasize that we ensure that there is gender equality without necessarily compromising on merit. So we ensure that there is affirmative action to ensure that we are sensitive to the different views that are presented by different people and provide equal opportunities for everybody within the university. One of the areas of diversity that we are also trying to work at very much is the whole issue of students with special needs. We haven't been able to do as much as we can, but we are doing our very best to ensure that those who are physically challenged are not deprived of access to our facilities and our infrastructure, for which reason we are making sure that all our buildings that we are putting up are disability compliant. Of course, religious tolerance, and then internationalization, for which reason we are here today. And when we talk about internationalization, we are looking at both students and faculty. There are many positive aspects of internationalization. They improve academic quality. They ensure that we have internationally oriented students and staff. And our national and international citizenship for students is guaranteed if we learn to live with people from different countries. When we get opportunity to represent our countries in different areas of the world, we are not found wanting. And of course, internationalization, as far as our students are concerned, also help us to generate some revenue, because the government of Ghana is subsidizing the fees of every Ghanaian student. But when we bring in international students, government does not subsidize them. So they pay a little more than our local students. So we bring some revenue. And another issue which sometimes we lose sight of is the fact that there is quite a bit of brain circulation or brain gain in some instances. So this for us is very, very important. Internationalization has also been shown through some work that has been done in higher education to improve our learning outcomes and foster intercultural skills and create international networks for people to be able to move on in life, and also prepare both international and domestic students to live and work in a globalized world. We are in a globalized world, so we should not take it for granted. So what have we been able to achieve so far in this university? As I speak now, we have over 20 partnerships with international universities where we facilitate exchange programs for both faculty and students. Unfortunately, the student exchange has been unidirectional, and we are working at it to ensure that our students are also able to move into other jurisdictions to take a semester abroad and benefit from what pertains in other jurisdictions. The challenge has been that when our students have to go and do a semester abroad or even 1 month abroad in the US Embassy says, "Where is your travel history? If I don't travel, how do I get a travel history?" But the students from the US, as soon as they get to the Ghana Embassy and they want to spend, usually it's between 4 to 6 weeks in Ghana, they even don't appear at the embassy. They mail their passports to the Ghana Embassy in Washington, and the visa is stamped in it for them, and they fly in here and they get the very good Ghanaian hospitality and reception, and they add it to their CVs. So I know that these days, when you speak, everybody hears. So I want to beseech the embassies of the various countries that when our students want to go and spend a month abroad, they should facilitate it so that they can also get that experience that we are all looking for. We have some of our faculty who are pursuing their terminal degrees through some collaborative programs with institutions in the US, Canada, the UK, Switzerland, South Korea, Turkey, France, and Germany. And we cherish these collaborations. The UHAS international faculty have contributed very significantly to the building of UHAS. And the importance of their role, as we usually say, cannot be overemphasized. As we speak now, we have 25 international faculty from Cuba, Nigeria, Cameroon, and India. I hope I haven't left any country out, otherwise that would be a disaster. These are the ones I have recognized and I remember very well. And they are serving in our School of Medicine, Allied Health Sciences, Sports and Exercise Medicine, Public Health, and Pharmacy. So our international faculty are contributing very significantly to our schools in our teaching and learning processes. And at this time, at the risk of being sounding biased, I want to recognize especially our Cuban faculty for their role in the establishment of the medical school. It is a very significant role. At the time that we were doing our accreditation for our program, sometimes when time goes by and water passes under the bridge, we tend to forget. But they were the first core critical staff that were around during the accreditation process for us to be able to check the boxes to be able to get the right accreditation. Today, we have many, many more people from this country, and I think we need to recognize them once again. Student numbers, as far as international students are concerned, has not been very high in this university. We started with 1 student, we went up to 7, and after COVID, the numbers started going down. And I think currently we have about 4 international students. The role of COVID has been rather challenging as far as our internationalization is concerned. And also, Mr. Deputy High Commissioner, your government has been stopping the students from being able to pay their fees in Ghana. So tell your government that when the students come, they should allow them to pay their fees. Because of that, many of the Nigerian students have also stopped coming. Sometimes we have a little bit of, is it tribal or whatever? Competition, fair competition, I believe in. But I think that when people want to move around, we should allow them if it is feasible. So there are financial challenges as far as transfer of financing, money is concerned to this place. In the recent times, we've been having some little support to help some of our students to be able to carry some research work from some of our international partners. And I want to commend the 12C Lab collaboration for providing resources to 2 of our students to be able to do bank, fully registered. So why are we here today? We are here today because UHAS is 10 years old. We are a great giant and we are rising. And we want to recognize the role of our international partners. So we have a theme of international community as a catalyst for UHAS's growth. We think this is very, very important. Our international faculty and students and collaborators who may not be sitting here, we recognize as very, very important university. Because of you, UHAS as a great giant is still rising. Because of you, since 2017, UHAS has improved in our rankings from the 27th position in this country to the 10th position. It's because of you, because of your collaboration, because of all the things that you are helping us to do. Because of you, we are ranking very high in the scientific assessment of our faculty. Because of you, UHAS is listed very high in this country. Because of you, in the last Times Higher Education Impact Rankings, UHAS was ranked very, very high. Indeed, as far as SDG 3 is concerned, UHAS was ranked number 1. It's because of you. So my message to you today is that we cherish you, we cherish your collaboration, we cherish your input, and you should continue to do so that this great giant would continue to rise. Before I take my seat, I usually want to take advantage of whatever opportunity that I get. I sit in a position where I see all the positive COVID tests that are coming out of the Volta region. I beseech you by the mercies of God. The numbers are rising. The numbers are going up. So please go back to your protocols. Wear your masks. Wash your hands with soap and water. Sanitize your hands. And keep to the social distancing because the numbers are going up. But more importantly, if you are not vaccinated, please go and get a vaccine. Because when you are vaccinated, even if you should get infected, the infection is not that serious to send you on admission or to put you on a ventilator. I thank you for your attention. So wear your mask.
Thank you very much, Vice Chancellor. Before we take a message from the regional minister, I want to recognize also the presence of Eduardo Hemancho representing the Cuban Brigade. Can you give us a wave? And indeed, the entire Cuban Brigade, you are most welcome. And we also want to recognize the presence of representatives from the 66th Artillery Regiment, WO1 Ameuda. Stephen is here. Thank you for coming. We have Edem Kwesi Abaka from Evangelical Presbyterian University College. Give us a wave. Thank you. Dr. Faith K. Demu from that's the Vice Dean of International Programs, World Technical University. Thank you. And of course, we are thankful for the presence of our exchange students from Georgetown University. Are you here? Give us a wave from Georgetown University. The Chinese community working on the China Phase 2 project. Can you give us a wave? Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, so we will continue to acknowledge the list as it comes in. So we'll now call on the regional minister, Honorable Regional Minister, to give us some few words. Thank you. Shall we give him a round of applause?
So I'm in my mask. The Vice Chancellor, the Registrar, senior members of the university, students, Your Excellencies, members of the Diplomatic Corps, the media, distinguished invited guests. I am very much a member of the UHAS community. I honor all invitations from UHAS once I am in town. And I know that it is very important to have the International Day. I'm happy that we are witnessing the Maiden one today. I was appointed as a part-time senior lecturer of the university before politics took me away. But I've tried to maintain the relationship so that when I'm out of politics, I can come back. So, Vice Chancellor, please, in your handover notes, you must include me. The registrar should also may come back. That is a fellow of the Ghana College of Physicians and Surgeons. I am also a witness to the role the international faculty has played in this university, to the extent that my personal physician is one of them. One of the Cuban senior staff of this university is the one who makes sure that I am healthy. I take my medications. She even calls to find out whether I've been for a walk. Sometimes I tell the truth. I was in the University of Ghana in the 70s, and we had international students. Those days, there were only 60, 70 medical school students in the whole country, but we had some few international students among us. We learned a lot from them. And since then, I've been to the UK. I've been to about 3 universities in the UK, and the International Day was quite a big event. And we really enjoyed ourselves with our colleagues from Nigeria, Zimbabwe, everywhere, Nicaragua, Suriname, Argentina. The university is supposed to be a universal city, actually. So I'll just tell you a story of a mate of mine in the medical school, University of Ghana Medical School, in the 70s and 80s. And apparently in their country, there were no mosquitoes. So one day we went to visit him, and there were a lot of mosquitoes in his room. So he said, Moyo, you have a lot of mosquitoes in your room. What are you doing? And you've let the door open. He said, oh, they are rather coming out. That the mosquitoes were too many in his room and opened the door for them to come out. Coordinating Council, I want to wish you all the best for the day, and we are very much part of you. You can always count on us, especially the international faculty. We have tried as a council to assist them sometimes with their documentation and so on, and we shall continue to do that. Before I take my seat, I'd like to appeal to the Deputy High Commissioner of Nigeria, because we want more Nigerian students in our university. And I've been informed that the challenge has been the transfer of their fees. And we want to take that up with the High Commission so that you can facilitate to make sure that we have more students from Nigeria. Thank you very much for your attention.
Thank you very much, Honorable Regional Minister. So before we take a breather and a performance from the Cuban community, a cultural performance, of course, we would want to have some few comments from a rep of the Chinese ambassador to Ghana, and that will be given by Mr. Anthony Zhang. Mr. Anthony, if you are here, over to you. Thank you. So the Cuban cultural troupe, please get ready after the speech. Then. Thank you. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. Ladies and gentlemen, I just pass a brief message from my ambassador. we, the Chinese people, we are so proud that we can contribute in the campus construction works in the past few years and divided by 2 phases. We are also appreciated for the support we received from all the leaders and our friends and all the collaboration for our projects. And congratulations on the university's 10th anniversary. And we wish UHAS the better development and make even greater achievements in future. And we trust with all the international community, with all the leadership, all the friends, we will make it together. Thank you for today, and I wish you enjoy the International Day. Thank you.
Thank you. That was pretty brief. Okay, so if the Cuban community is ready, please come up stage. Let's give them a hand of applause. And they are led by Dr. Asivado.
Thank you very much. The Regional Minister, Deputy Nigerian High Commissioner, Security Heads, Vice Chancellor, Registrar, Deans, Head of Departments, staff and faculty of UHAS,
nuestro legado.
student,
Y recuerda siempre
friend of UHAS. Today is UHAS International Day as part of the 10th anniversary celebration. This is a great opportunity for us, the Cuban at UHAS, to express our most sincere gratitude to this university for giving us the privilege of being part of your community. Thank you very much. 8 years has passed since most of us joined the School of Medicine. It was when the first batch of medical students were admitted. We came to Ho from various parts of Ghana and also from various parts of Cuba. We came full of hope and willing to share our experience as a clinicians and also as a lecturers. We faced a lot of challenges along these 8 years, but it has been a very good experience because we also enjoyed a lot of achievements. Now we are all better and stronger. We have taught our students for many, many hours. We were few clinicians at that time, but we also have learned a lot from our students. We have seen this great giant rising, and we are proud of that. Once again, thank you very much on behalf of my Cuban colleagues. Now, I will tell you a little about our country. Cuba is music, color, sky-high palm tree, luscious tropical fruit, gardenia lacy breezes, and warm smiles. The tangible features Cuba is famous for will delight everyone, but it's the intangibles that will fascinate history, culture, and Cuban hospitality. Cuba is famous for the beaches. The sand of Cuban beaches range from brilliant white to honey beige to volcanic black, yet the water is always clean and inviting. From that date, on October 28th, in 1492, when Christopher Columbus first landed on Cuba Beach and declared, "This is the most beautiful land human eyes have ever beheld," Cuban beaches remain outstanding in their beauty. Cuba is also famous for the rum. Rum is to Cuba what champagne is to France. It is much more than a popular Cuban spirit. It's part of the nation's cultural identity and run through the veins of Cuban history and economy. Cuban rum is made from molasses derived from sugar cane, a lifeblood of the Cuban economy since its introduction in the island by the Spanish. Rum production caused the Spaniards to import enslaved Africans to work sugar cane fields, when the average life expectancy of the slaves was 27 years. This dramatically changed the social, racial, and cultural makeup of the Cuban people. These are our roots. Cuban music, for a relative small country of 11 million population, Cuba has always punched far above its weight in the realms of the arts, particularly the music. Music genres invented in Cuba include the son cubano, a mix of Spanish and African influence. Other genres are rumba, bolero, nueva trova, timba, and others. The popular salsa, descended from the son cubano, but also borrowed heavily from other Caribbean islands. Cuban musicians are famous worldwide, and songs penned by Cuban composers are played universally. I hope we all know about Guantanamera. Cuba is also famous for its cigars, classic American cars, fascinating architecture, and the people. Cuba's major claim to fame is its friendly and welcoming people. But now I will tell you the difference between a friend and a Cuban friend. A friend is someone who never asks you for food. A Cuban friend is the reason you organize a meal. You see it after this. A friend asks how you are. A Cuban friend tells you that you look good, hugs you, and kisses you. A friend calls your parents Mr. and Mrs. A Cuban friend calls your parents my old man and my old lady. A friend has never seen you cry. A Cuban friend has cried with you for anything. A friend offers you the sofa to sleep on. A Cuban friend gives you his bed, lies down on the floor, and doesn't let you sleep the whole night talking to you. A friend expects you to give him coffee. A Cuban friend asks you for it, goes to the kitchen, set up the coffee maker, and even asks the neighbor for sugar if you don't have any. A friend offers you a cup of tea if you have a cold. A Cuban friend makes you a chicken soup, forces you to drink it along with his grandmother's remedies. A friend sends you flowers with a card when you are admitted to the hospital. A Cuban friend stays in the hospital to take care of you in a chair next to you. A friend asks you to borrow something, and it returns it to you 2 days later. A Cuban friend asks you for it, and after a week, he thinks it belongs to him. A friend knows a few things about you. A Cuban friend could write a book with the things you have told him about you and your family. A friend knocks your door for you to open. A Cuban friend comes in and then tells you, "I'm here." A friend is for a while. A Cuban friend is forever. We will be your friend forever. Thank you very much.
De Cuba al mundo entero.
Están sonando los cueros, se unieron los soneros con timberos y rumberos. A ver si con esa unión, esta hermosa tierra mía, conserva la tradición, no pierde la cubanía. No pierda la tradición, no pierde la cubanía. Por eso de corazón en este cantar yo quiero que timberos y rumberos y soneros digamos al mundo entero. Esta es nuestra tradición, la que siempre llevaremos de Cuba para el mundo entero. Traigo timba con rumba y son de Cuba para el mundo entero. ¿Y entonces qué? Traigo timba con rumba y son de Cuba para el mundo entero. Para que gocen los cubanos y bailen los extranjeros. Oye, te voy a ser sincero, los cubanos somos rumberos. Traigo timba con rumba y son de Cuba para el mundo entero. Traigo el sabor de mi Cuba, pa' que no te quede duda. Con rumba y son de Cuba para el mundo entero. Timba con rumba y son, si yo no bailo me muero. Cubano, defiende tu tradición. No te dejes confundir, lo tuyo tiene valor. Naciste en Cuba, la tierra del sabor. Nadie la canta como yo. Nadie la baila como yo. Ahora tocamos un bandero. Como dicen los rumberos cuando quieren bailar, así la mujer no sabe cocinar. Hay movimiento en el solar. Oye, guaguaco no millares. El yambu no se vacuna.
If you attempt to do that here without training, you will fall. Thank you very much, the Cuban community. That was really lovely. We now will call on the Indian community here to come up here and give us some few words or moves here and there. I think let's give them a hand. Will you need a mic?
Yeah.
You need a mic?
Say something.
You need a mic? Yeah. Let me just say something.
Hello. Hello. Good morning to all. This is my chancellor and register madam. And when I come, thank you being part of this 10th international community. And okay, sir, thank you. And we are from India and part of from South. And India, hope you know the India is big, but we are from the South India, and I don't know what this. Yeah, actually, I'm very nervous to speak. Even my heart is beating more than a drum. Thank you so much. And thank you for being part of UHAS. Thank you so much. I'm really done.
Thank you, thank you. We're expecting some few moves from you. It's okay, maybe we'll see you later for that. Okay, we want to see the Cameroonian community here. Prof. Takan seems to be a one-man champion. Maybe some few words.
I want to stand on the already established protocols. Please, I'm not here alone. I am the reason why everybody is here. Honestly speaking, I'm from Cameroon. I joined UHAS since 2015. And from that time, I've not regretted being in UHAS. Anytime my family visit, you see them jumping around, visiting the authorities, including the registrar, the vice chancellor, and other colleagues. Thank you so much for your hospitality. Thank you, and thank you.
Fatherland, how can we ever be that you? The world for we will enjoy a love and peace. Will be true and ever true. Land of promise, land of glory, home of life and joy of all restored. And the honor and devotion and the banyan forevermore.
Thank you very much. That was powerful. Okay. The Chinese community, are you ready? Great. Let's give them a hand.
We are so glad to have this opportunity to meet all the friends from so many different countries and share with your experience, your story, your history and music. And we are also proud we can distribute our part. So in future, we are hoping we have more work to do and we have more contribution for the university. Thank you very much and hope you enjoy the day.
想说却还没说的还很多，反正是因为想写成歌，让人轻轻地唱着。
We are not good at the performance, but we hope you can enjoy the Chinese music. This song is from very famous Chinese singer. This guy he has sang for over 30 years, and this song is his looking back for his past 30 years of struggle, his story, his love and hate. So we will also have our experience in our life. We hope you can feel the same or similar feeling from this one who is saying for. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
也许我们从未成熟，还没能晓得，就快要老了。尽管
Let's sing with the music and see.
因为不安而频频回首，无知的索求，求知与求救，不知疲倦的翻越每一个山丘，越过深秋。
Okay, thank you very much. So now we have come to a point almost to the climax where we call on our big brother Niger group. But before then, we will want to hear from the Deputy High Commissioner, who is here with us, maybe to give us some few words, and then afterwards we take the performance. Thank you. Shall we welcome him with a round of applause?
Honorable Regional Minister, the Vice Chancellor, members of the Governing Council of the University of Allied Sciences, principal officers, our defense and security officials, lecturers, students, invited guests, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Okay. Before I start, I also want to acknowledge, first of all, the Cuban community or the Cuban government for their wonderful support to Africa. On the 27th of May, I was at the Cuban embassy in Accra. The Cuban embassy hosted the African Union Day. That is to show their connection with Africa. And we all know in the 60s, 70s, 80s, and 90s that the Cuban government has been helping African countries to secure their independence. So Cuba, you are part of Africa. You are the 5th region of Africa. So we acknowledge you. I also want to acknowledge China. The Chinese are friends to Africa. Right from the proletariat cultural revolution of Mao Zedong in the 1940s, they have been partnering with Africa. And up to today, the Chinese have been partnering with Africa to see to the development of Africa. We thank you. Technology that is adaptive to Africa. You are also friends of Africa, and we also acknowledge you. I'm going to acknowledge all other African countries. Cameroon, you are part of Africa. So I will acknowledge all of us together. Thank you. So I'm acknowledging Cameroon and the rest of the African countries here present. So I have a short speech. Let me read it. And then in the course of my speech, I'm going to respond to the Vice Chancellor and to the Honorable Minister on the issues they raise. I bring you greetings from His Excellency Ambassador Abbas, who due to exigencies of duty is unavoidably absent. His Excellency has looked forward to gracing this maiden and culture. An event such as this not just fosters unity in diversity, but also love, progress, and strength. Coming from diverse nations and cultural backgrounds and blending into one community is known to inspire creativity, drive, and innovation. Within an environment such as the University of Allied Sciences, diverse teams are likely to be more productive, just as the Vice Chancellor has rightly said, more productive and perform better. And it will give room for the university to offer a broader and more adaptable range of products and services. The Vice Chancellor has already highlighted that, and I stand by what he said. Our perspective of the world, which is influenced by our culture, changes as a result of a variety of viewpoints of an international community. It impairs people to see that their environment and the world differently and bring about creativity, subsequently driving innovation that provides solutions to societal problems. Manifold voices, perspectives, personality, crisscrossing give rise to new ideas, leading to progress and development. This is quite evident. Then I want to touch on the Ghana-Nigeria relations. This Sale. Who knows Kumbi Sale? Many hundreds years ago, from Kumbi Sale up to today, there is a relationship between Ghana and Nigeria. There is a saying which says, what God puts together, no man can put asunder. Nigeria and Ghana, God has put us together. We are one, we are together. Nobody can do anything about it. That is it. Okay. We said the historical ties brought about by migrants from where is presently known as Nigeria, that is the former Gold Coast, and Ghana to mingle and make progress. Due to their willingness to work hard, otherwise industrial nature, these migrants went into business partnership with their host communities, embraced peaceful coexistence with citizens of the land, leading to intermarriages, a lot of intermarriages between Ghana and Nigeria. Their hard work and nature has contributed to the development and love that exists between Nigeria and Ghana, even though we have some competition, but the competition is healthy. It is good to compete. It is good to compete in football. You know, we taught Ghanaians football, and we taught them how to cook the jollof rice. Okay. So I want to respectfully attempt the issue you raised. Yes, it is true. want to give you an example of my sojourn when I was a consular officer at the Nigerian embassy in Jordan. Some Nigerian officials approached me and told me that they want our Nigerian students to come and school in Jordan. We contacted the Jordanian schools because they have very good educational system. We contacted the Jordanian school. They said, sure, bring them. When we brought them, what they did to us was they made residence permit. Number one, they made residence permit very easy. Within a day, the students can go get their passport and get their residence permit. That is number one, the first incentive they gave us. The second incentive they gave to us was the school fees. Even though Nigerian students paid the international fees, but because of that agreement, we had an agreement with the universities. They gave us a discounted rate lower than that of over Nigerian students. I'm just calling on the Ghanaian government to look into the issue of this residence permit. I'm not saying, yes, go ahead to do the residence permit, but make it less cumbersome. Nigerian students are facing this problem, but most, let me say Nigerians in Ghana, and get arrested and all that, getting into problems. So I want to appeal to the Ghanaian government, please make it less cumbersome. This residence permit, that is number one. And number two, if Ghanaian universities want more Nigerian students, I want to guarantee you, we will get more Nigerian students. Let us sit down with the embassy. We have people, we have our Minister of Education, sit down with them. Let's have a memorandum of understanding. Let's see what we can do. Let's arrive at a compromise position between us and you will see the influx of Nigerian students. I'm telling you, when Nigerian students start flocking into Ghana, you'll not be able to contain them. I'm serious. I'm serious because we have them. My people from the embassy will tell you, we have graduates of high school, that is the secondary school, in hundreds of thousands. Over 1 million, we have over 1 million, we graduate over 1 million every year. So if we have these concessions from the Ghanaian government, I want to guarantee you that you'll get more students. And if you give us concession, you will give us by the right hand and you will take it by the left hand. Because when they come, they will have to feed, they will have to pay for accommodation, they will have to pay for hospital, they will have to pay for transportation. The revenue will go back to the Ghanaian government. So this is just my humble advice to the Ghanaian government. Let's look into this. I want to believe Nigeria and Ghana, what is it? This is my home. When I was posted here, I told them this is my home. We are the same. Forget about these colonial artificial boundaries. Am I different from you, Vice Chancellor? No, we are the same. So please, let's look into these things and let's do something that will make us to move forward, the countries to move forward, instead of thinking of things that will divide us. That is it. Okay. Nigerian students and lecturers in this prestigious university are doing excellently well, and our Nigerian students all over the world are doing excellently well. Where are our great Nigerian students? Great Nigerian students, please continue to fly the flag higher and higher. Please, I want to implore you to be law-abiding. Ghana is just like Nigeria. Ghana is also your country. Please continue to be law-abiding, continue to obey the laws of Ghana, and continue to be very good thing. My head of education insisted that I quote this. I want to say that, you know, as an international community, when we mingle together, we are going to move far. But when we move, when we move individually, we'll move very fast, but will not move very far. So it goes like this. If you go alone, you go fast. But if you travel together, you will go far. With this, I'll want to congratulate the University of Health and Allied Services for organizing this International Day. Kudos to you, and I wish you all the best. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Deputy High Commissioner, for those kind words. Before we take the performance from the Nigerian community here in Ghana and UHAS, we want to also recognize the presence of Mr. Sharifu Yusuf. That's a rep of Oba Yoruba in Ho. Are you here? Can you give us a wave? Okay. And then we also have More Precious Omonaja, the most famous Nigerian in Ghana. Are you here? Give us a wave. Are you around? Oh, just right here. Give us a wave. We want to, they haven't seen you. Omonaja. And then Mr. and Mrs. Kubonu, are you here? Give us a wave. Thank you for coming. All right. The Nigerian community, are you ready for the performance? So please come up stage and show us the Nigerian culture.
Where I'm supposed to jump, it's supposed to pop, it's supposed to chill. That's where I'm supposed to dance, it's supposed to rock, it's supposed to flex. But don't you forget, yo, say no be my mind, yo, always be thankful. All you wanna go do, but I know be crying, yo, spend your money, but always be thankful. Makaifa di go mao. Even if you no get it, never forget to say thank you. Oluwana go do. And if you to get it, never forget to say thank you. Chineke na go do. Person wey drive is supposed to back. He not supposed to like you. He's supposed to buy money. Everything and I'm supposed to have. He's supposed to have. He's supposed to make a more. But never forget you. Say not be by mind. Always be thankful. Oluwana go there. Sister, no be crying. To spending your money, but always be thankful. But can if I become my own? Even if you no get it, never forget to say thank you. Oluwana go there. And if you to get it, never forget to say thank you. Chineke na go there. Papu rosé, papu champagne, no more complaining. If you dey live it for lucky, or you dey live it for shita, oh, make you dey pop anything. Cause all na popping, you rocking Versace, oh, you driving Ferrari, cruising Bugatti, oh, forever and ever, we going higher, oh, we no go retire, oh. We get in the power, this is my desire. Even if you no get it, never forget to say thank you. Oluwana go there. And if you to get it, never forget to say thank you. Chineke na go there. And if you no get it, never forget to say Baba thank you. Oluwana go there. And if you to get you, never forget to say Papa, thank you. Person where hustle supposed to job, it's supposed to pop, it's supposed to chill. Person where walk supposed to dance. but I know be crazy, oh, to spend the.
Thank you. I'm to say something. Well, we are we are very, very well represented. We are very colorful people, as you can see, very elaborate. Nigerians will believe either you go big or you go home. That's how we can see our Omo Naija. She is all colors. Yes, and we can see the Igbos with the lion head. They believe that they call them the Ishegu. They are the head. Ishagu, forgive me. In fact, we are very, very diverse. We are about 7,000 languages in Nigeria, or 700 languages in Nigeria, 36 states in Nigeria. So we are saying, when you come to the exhibition, you are going to taste. This time, we are not going to do the competition of Ghana Jollof, Nigerian Jollof. No. This is not the time for the competition. You're going to eat different native foods from Nigeria. So we say thank you very much for welcoming us. Thank you. So we'll listen to the Nigerian anthem.
More music on trendybeats.com.
Thank you, Omonaja. And that was great. So the next, we are almost at the tail end of the program. We would want to take a brief solidarity message from UTAC, very brief. So let's give them a hand. So there we have the UTAC president doing that for us. He says they want to give us very brief solidarity message for the international community.
Good morning. Well, I want to congratulate the Office of the International Programs and the University Management for organizing this program. It is very important for us to recognize those who are from the international community and are in UHAS. When we started UTAG in sometime 2014, we were about 40 strong UTAG members with no international representation. Today, the international faculty who are part of UTAG make up about 10% of the membership of UTAG. It is good strides. It shows we are growing. But like a Nigerian High Commissioner has said, these international people who are amongst us face challenges. And as I'm donning the UTAG hat, I'll speak like a UTAG member. What has kept most of these international people amongst us, and they have not left, is one, because of the love for the job they are doing. And two, how effectively the university has managed them so that they can stay. I'm driving at the fact that the emoluments that we receive as UTAG members is not competitive enough to attract more international faculty into the university. So like VC intimated in his welcome address, if you want to speak to authority, you speak to the wind. Something has to be done to encourage more people to come. It is a fact that not all international faculty who have come in UHAS have stayed. There are some who have left for greener pastures. So something has to be done. And I'm sure that the negotiations and things that are going on at the UTAG front and national front should be heeded to, so that the emolument and conditions of service of UTAG members, including international people who are amongst us, will be improved upon. On this note, I want to congratulate all our international folks who are amongst us. I want to thank them for the service they have rendered to UTAG so far and UHAS so far, and encourage them to continue. And I also want to encourage them that they should be ambassadors for UHAS wherever they come from, so we can get more people to contribute to the growth of UTAG and UHAS. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. President. So like I said, we are almost done. But before we take the vote of thanks, I just want to make an announcement that there is a very juicy exhibition of food and varied kind of cultural representations at the medical block. So please, just get ready, prepare your stomachs, and go and take some few tastes as when we are done with the program. But for the protocol of it, please, the invited dignitaries would first take a look, and then subsequently the rest of us will follow. So please, let's take notice of that. So we now call on, would call on the postgraduate students from Kenya in the person of Jevas Kenyanya to give us the vote of thanks. So you see, we are we are all over the place. We cut across the globe. So from Kenya. Thank you. So you press.
All protocols observed. I want to say good afternoon to everyone. My name is Jeffers Kenyanya from Kenya. I'm delighted to be among this community of UHAS. I joined the university last year, October, to pursue my MPhil medical imaging. And I can confirm that since then I've been very happy. I can see part of my faculty, the registrar, she's taught me. I can confirm that VC, this is a wonderful institution, at least from the kind of the lectures that we've had. I can confirm that I'm the right place. Over 10 years ago, while I was doing my undergraduate in the University of Johannesburg in South Africa, I dreamt of doing my postgraduate from Ghana. I didn't know where, but I had a dream and a wish that I do my postgraduate qualification from Ghana. I didn't know that God had made already a place for me to come. And I've reliably informed that I'm the first Kenyan student in this institution. So I'm proud to be a part of you. If you asked me the difference between a Ghanaian and a Nigerian, sincerely, I cannot tell you. You look the same. So even as you focus on Nigeria, I would wish that you also focus in Kenya. Because politically speaking, and history, the history of Ghana politically and Kenya are tied at the hip. We are one. So having been the first one to be here, I've already cleared the bush in Cameroon. I know that has been the hindrance. There is a huge forest in Cameroon. I'm clearing the way for many Kenyan students to find their way here to receive many Kenyans in the years to come. So I want to appreciate the opportunity. I'm also here to give my vote of thanks. First, I want to appreciate the Almighty God for the opportunity to meet as international community. We don't take it for granted that we've actually got this chance to sit here and converse and celebrate together. To the Deputy High Commissioner for Nigeria, one of our chief guests, the regional minister, the VC, Pro-VC, the registrar, representatives from other sister universities, the deans, HODs, and the entire faculty of UHAS, all members of the UHAS community, all protocols observed, ladies and gentlemen. I know that, and I can only imagine that you have left very busy schedule somewhere only to find time to come and sit together here to share this occasion. So we want to appreciate you for taking your time to be with us. We don't take it for granted. Otherwise, we should that as we all go back to our homes, we pray that the journey mercies and the grace be upon you. And even for us students that are remaining back, I pray that we continue to get that nourishment to continue with our studies. Otherwise, I'm delighted to be part of this wonderful community. Thank you so much.
Oh, you want an anthem? Okay, an anthem for Kenya. Is there one? Okay, so maybe later we'll play. Okay, that's your flag. For the flag, we even showed it through. Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Kenyanya. And I hope you've tried some few local dishes. Okay, so the program is almost ended, but let me just also recognize the presence of Mr. and Mrs. Amadi. Mr. and Mrs. Anuma, sorry. Can you wave? Anuma, can you wave at us? Mr. and Mrs. Anuma, are you here? Okay, thanks for coming. Then Engineer Amadi Joseph, are you here? Engineer Amadi Joseph, thank you for coming as well. Okay, so we cherish the presence of all others whom we've not been able to mention here. It doesn't mean we've forgotten of you. We are happy you've been able to make it. And yes, I've done. So this is the order we want to proceed now. From here, all the dignitaries would move to the medical block. The ushers would lead us to first take a look at what has been exhibited in terms of the variety of foods and artifacts. And then the rest of us will stay here for some small package of food. We are now ready to take some few photographs. So the media team, can you please give us an order of how we'll take it? The dignitaries will come up stage and then be joined by the international faculty for the pictures. And then subsequently, the rest. Yes. Okay, so the dignitaries can move upstage. And then the international faculty will be at the back. Okay. So can we please move up there? The full name. I need to get once something happens.
Okay, thank you. Other faculty members here, HODs, deans, please join them. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you. So please, the dignitaries will visit the exhibition center, then others can follow.
And we want to also thank the planning committee of the UHAS International Day, chaired by Dr. Ben Inimiset. All the committee members, we are very grateful. Thank you for the great job done. And see you at the exhibition site.
It's supposed to drop. It's supposed to pop. It's supposed to chill. That's where I'm supposed to dance. It's supposed to rock. Out in again, that's where I'm supposed to drop. It's supposed to pop. It's supposed to chill. That's where I'm supposed to dance. It's supposed to rock. It's supposed to flex. But don't you forget it, oh. Tell me be my mighty, oh. Always be thankful. All you wanna go do. But I know be crazy, oh. Spend your money, but always be thankful. Maka if I di go ma, even if you no get it, oh, no get it, oh. Never forget to say thank you. All you wanna go do. And if you to get it,
But you ain't right, you're supposed to back. You're not supposed to like you. You're supposed to back. Supposed to have. He's supposed to have. He's supposed to make a more. Never forget you. Second be by man, see. Always be thankful. Oluwa go there. Sister, no be crying. Spending your money, but always be thankful. But can if I become even if you no get it, never forget to say that. Oluwa go. And if you to get it, never forget to say that. Thank you. Up champagne, no more complaining. If you dey live it for lucky, or you dey live it for shit out, make you dey pop anything. Fall up a finger, get up in Versace, driving Ferrari, cruising Bugatti, never you go deny, you no go retire. We get in the power, this is in my desire.